Hello and welcome to this week's West Coast Today podcast with me, Kathy Griffiths.
Me, Owen Wild.
Me, Fiona Scott.
And me, Sandy Neal.
This week's front page of the OT rallies support for mum of two, Ailey Lowell, who has cancer and desperately needs more than £100,000 to help fund a potential lifeline in Mexico that could buy her more time for family cuddles, birthdays and all those precious moments a mother should have. You can read about the inspirational 42-year-old's appeal for help in the OT pages and online at www.westcoasttoday.co.uk. Out at Bonor, plans are brewing for the old canteen building in the grounds of what used to be the school at Ardhatton and develop it into industrial units or co-working spaces. There's going to be some drop-in sessions on December the 4th for people to go along, find out more and have a say. Tyree has welcomed back broadband after Storm Amy wiped it out, and organisers of this year's Oban's Reindeer Parade have announced a change of plan. The event on Saturday, November the 29th at 5pm will be going ahead, but will be a little bit different. The usual stalls and funfair, including the big wheel, will now be moved to Corran Hall's car park so the parade can set off from the other end, that's Station Square, instead. Over to you, Owen. What have you got for us this week?
Thank you, Kathy. Well, CMAL are about to begin public discussions to replace the ferries on Mull's main route, Oban to Craigmuir, the ageing Isle of Mull and the small Loch Freezer. Argyll and Bute Council have listed Connell's former Achilleven Primary School for auction, and the NHS have plans for a new facility which they hope can help address the long-standing dental shortages on the Isle of Skye. In big news this week, Argyll and Bute Council are having their final all-council meeting of the year on Wednesday, today as we're recording this, at which they will debate declaring a health and social care emergency. A range of cuts to council and HSCP services will be discussed, some details of which are in this week's paper and on our website. So watch out for the results of the meeting on www.westcoasttoday in the coming days.
Thanks, Owen. Fee, what stories have you been working on?
Well, thanks, Kathy. This week we have news of a new speedy broadband service for communities down in South Lochaber. North Ballaghuish, Glencoe, Onich, Kinlochleven and Kinlochmore are just some of the hotspots set to benefit from a new ultra-fast broadband connection. Groundworks have already begun and are due to finish by Christmas, with residents and businesses due to be connected from early next year. This week we have been hearing from some of the businesses set to benefit. From one end of the region to the other, and Malik RNLI Lifeboat Station has been celebrating an unprecedented week of success after 7 of its crew members passed out of their training courses across 3 days. And last, but by no means least, don't forget, Santa is gearing up for a busy weekend in the fort with visits to the town centre and the Nevis Centre over Friday and Saturday. So check the pages of the Lochaber Times to make sure you don't miss out on any of the festive fun. You can read all these stories and more in this week's Lochaber Times or on our website at www.westcoasttoday.co.uk. Back to you, Kathy.
Thank you, Fee. Sandy, what's been keeping you busy?
Thank you very much, Kathy. Well, an unpopular battery plant near Taynuilt, overwhelmingly opposed by 135 objectors, has been approved by the Scottish Government, following an unprecedented appeal which locals said bypassed local democracy. 8 holiday resorts in Argyll, including St Catherine's Caravan Park in Cairndhu and Lochaber Holiday Park, have entered administration. The council has put school leadership clusters back on the agenda after it scrapped the idea 3 years ago following a furore. And finally from me, this time in our sister paper, the Argyllshire Advertiser, an island in the Sound of Jura has gone up for sale, with room for a boat or a horse.
Within your budget, Sandy?
No. Nay.
So quick.
Well done, Fee.
Okay, keep saving. Well, thank you, Sandy. If you have a story or photograph you'd like to share with us, you can email us at editor@obantimes.co.uk or editor@lochabertimes.co.uk. You can also call us on 01631 568 000 and you can get in touch via our social media platforms. Don't forget to pick up a copy of this week's papers at all the usual retail spots, and you can also get all the very latest news by subscribing to www.westcoasttoday.co.uk. That's it from us this week. So goodbye from me, Kathy Griffiths.
Goodbye from me, Owen Wild.
Bye from me, Fiona Scott.
And goodbye from me, Sandy Neal.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, hey.